Good morning. I'm G. Ramya, lecturer in chemistry. Now I'm going to explain you about D block elements. Here in this video, we are going to learn about introduction, periodic table, transition elements, metallic character, and electronic configuration of D block elements. Before going to the topic, let's understand about the periodic table. The periodic table which you are looking here was first started by the Russian chemist named Dmitry Mendeleev. He arranged the chemical elements by atomic mass. There were only 60 elements at the time of Mendeleev. Today, there are 118 elements on the periodic table. The first element is hydrogen and the last element is oxygen. The chemical elements are arranged in the order of increasing atomic number, that is the number of protons. The modern periodic table which you are looking here has 18 vertical columns and 7 horizontal rows. See, now first I am going to explain you about the alkali metals: hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. All these elements are present in the group 1A of the periodic table. Things like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium are alkali metals. Alkali metals are soft silvery metals that are extremely reactive. All these elements are organized into a group because they have similar chemical properties and all of them react in a similar way. All of these elements are found in nature along with the other elements. Hydrogen is also in the group 1, but hydrogen is a non-metal. So hydrogen is an exception. So hydrogen is an exception in case of group 1. Next, about the alkaline earth metals. Magnesium, calcium, strontium are the alkaline earth metals. These are reactive but not so reactive as the alkali metals. You find them in pure state. You never find them in a pure state. All of these are found in combination with the other elements. All these metals have similar chemical properties. So all of them are arranged in the same group. Next, about the metals. Metals are solid at room temperature except mercury, which exists as liquid at room temperature. All of you know about the general properties of metals. That metals are malleable. That means we can form them into different shapes. Metals are ductile, which means we can draw them into thin wires. For example, students, in our house we are using copper wires to carry current. All the metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. See, in the periodic table, here exists the non-metals. Non-metals are the poor conductors of heat and electricity. So we find them in different states of matter. So about non-metals, let's talk about the halogens, which are in the group 7A of our periodic table. Halogens are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. These are very reactive non-metals, very colorful, corrosive. As we already know, the name halogen means salt former. And the next group 8 elements of the periodic table. These are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. All of these are noble gases. These are colorless gases and are generally unreactive. Elements which have filled with their octets, that is elements which have 8 electrons in the outermost shell, and these are chemically inert. See, here in the periodic table, all the metals are present on the left side of the periodic table, and all the metals are present on non-metals are present on the right side of the periodic table. The dividing line between the metal and metalloids, see, this is the dividing line. Zigzag line. The elements of these zigzag line possess the properties between metals and non-metals, and these are known as metalloids. See, boron, silicon, germanium, tellurium, all these are metalloids. The elements of this zigzag line has the properties in between metals and non-metals, so these are known as metalloids. Silicon is a semiconductor. It's a metalloid. And the remaining elements, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, all these are non-metals. Now, let's go into our topic, D block elements. The elements in the periodic table from group 3 to 12 are known as D block elements. The definition is that if the last electron enters into the d subshell or d orbital, they are known as D block elements. If you look into the periodic table, the D block lies in between S and P block elements. See, this is the S block elements and these are P block elements. Here the D block elements are located in between S and P blocks. So otherwise they have given the name as transition elements. A transition element is defined as which has incompletely filled d orbitals. Those elements in which d subshell is incompletely filled in its ground state or at one of its oxidation state, it is known as transition elements. A transition element should have partially filled n-1 d orbital. Now, there are 3 transition series. First transition series starts with scandium with atomic number 21 to zinc with atomic number 30. Second transition series starts with yttrium with atomic number 39 to cadmium with atomic number 48. And the third transition series starts with the element lanthanum with the atomic number 57. See, after lanthanum there comes the F block elements. After lanthanum there comes the F block elements. Lanthanum, third transition series starts with lanthanum and ends with mercury with atomic number 80, except the lanthanide series. See, all the transition series, either 3D, 4D or 5D, each of them contains 10 elements. See, let's look into the first transition series. The element of first transition series, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. Now look into the elements of second transition series, yttrium, zirconium, niobium, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, silver and cadmium. Now let's look into the elements of third transition series. Lanthanum, hafnium, tantalum, tungsten, rhenium, osmium, iridium, platinum, gold, mercury. Now let's look at, see, all the D block elements are metals. All the transition elements are generally metals and are good conductors of heat and electricity except mercury, which exists as liquid at room temperature. Now let's look into the electronic configuration of 3D series elements. See, all of you know that the electronic configuration of an element is the arrangement of electrons in the orbitals. All of you know the chief nuclear orbitals, four chief nuclear orbitals. What are they? They are S, P, D, F. See, now looking into the electronic configuration of 3D series elements. The first element is scandium with the symbol Sc, atomic number 21, whose electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d1, 4s2. As we have already learned that those elements in which the d subshell is incompletely filled, they are known as d block elements. In the same way, we can give the definition of 3D series elements as those elements in which the 3D subshell is incompletely filled. Those are known as 3D series elements. The next element is titanium with the symbol Ti, atomic number 22. Electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d2, 4s2. We can write the electronic configuration of 3D series elements simply. Each of the electron will be filled in the next orbital. These orbitals ought to be filled by the number of electrons and then the energy level of orbitals. See, next element of the 3D series is vanadium with the symbol V, whose atomic number is 23. Electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d3, 4s2. Next element is chromium with the symbol Cr, atomic number 24, whose electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d5, 4s1. Instead of filling the 3d4, actually, as we have already told, each of the electron must be filled up in the d orbital. But here, the electron first enters into the 4s subshell. See, actually the electronic configuration of chromium must be 3d4, 4s2. But the difference in the configuration of chromium is due to the exact half-filled. Half-filled and completely filled orbitals are extra stable. So, because of that reason, the difference in the configuration of chromium, because half-filled and completely filled orbitals are extra stable. So, this is the reason for the anomalous configuration of chromium. The next element is manganese with the symbol Mn, atomic number 25, whose electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d5, 4s2. Next element is iron with the atomic number 26, whose electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d6, 4s2. See, instead of writing all these 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d1, 4s2, we can write the inert gas configuration as argon 3d1, 4s2 in a simpler way. See, let's look into the electronic configuration of nickel with the atomic number 28, argon 3d8, 4s2. Next, here again there is a difference in the configuration of copper with the atomic number 29. Its electronic configuration is 3d10 4s1 instead of 3d9 4s2. The difference in the configuration of copper, this is due to the extra stability of half filled and completely filled d orbitals. And the last element of 3d series is zinc with the atomic number 30, whose electronic configuration is argon 3d10 4s2. Now let's look into the electronic configuration of 4d series. The first element of 4d series is yttrium with the symbol Y, atomic number 39. Now here I am writing the outer shell configuration. Krypton 4d1 5s2. As we have already told, if the last electron enters into the 4d subshell, they are known as 4d series elements. The next element of 4d series is zirconium with the symbol Zr, atomic number 40, electronic configuration krypton 4d2 5s2. The next element is niobium, whose atomic number is 21, electronic configuration is krypton 4d4 5s1. The next element is molybdenum with the symbol MO, atomic number 42, electronic configuration is krypton 4d5 5s1. The next element is technetium with the symbol Tc, atomic number 43, electronic configuration krypton 4d5 5s1. The next element is technetium with the symbol Tc, atomic number 43, electronic configuration krypton 4d5 5s2. And the next element is ruthenium with the symbol Ru, atomic number 44, whose electronic configuration is krypton 4d7 5s1. And the next element is rhodium with the symbol Rh, atomic number 45, whose electronic configuration is krypton 4d8 5s1. The next one is palladium with the symbol Pd, atomic number 46, electronic configuration krypton 4d10 5s0. See, the difference in the configuration of molybdenum and silver, this is due to the extra stability of exactly filled and half filled and completely filled d subshells. The last element is cadmium, whose symbol is Cd with the atomic number 48, electronic configuration krypton 4d10 5s2. You can also observe change in the configuration of niobium as well as ruthenium, rhodium and palladium. All of this is because of the nuclear electron and electron-electron forces. Now let's look into the electronic configuration of 5d series. The first element of 5d series is lanthanum with the symbol La, in which the additional electron enters into the 5d subshell. The second element in the 5d series after lanthanum, see here, after lanthanum the next electron does not enter into the 5d subshell, but it starts entering into the 4f subshell as in cerium. See, look into the configuration of lanthanum and hafnium ones. In the lanthanum, the last electron enters into the 5d subshell, but in case of hafnium, the next electron does not enter into the 5d subshell, but it starts entering into the 4f subshell as in cerium. And the 5d subshell gets its electron only when the 4f subshell is completely filled up to its capacity. which is achieved in case of lutetium. These 14 elements from cerium to lutetium are known as lanthanides, F block elements. See, as I have already told, after lanthanum, the next electron does not enter into the 5d subshell. Only up to the 4f subshell is completely filled up to its capacity. After the 4f subshell is filled up to its capacity, then the next electron enters into the 5d subshell. The next element after the lanthanum is hafnium, whose symbol is HF with atomic number 72. The elements in between lanthanum to hafnium, that is from cerium to lutetium, these are known as inner transition series elements or lanthanides. As they are placed after lanthanum, they are known as lanthanides. See, the next element of 5D series is tantalum with the symbol Ta, whose atomic number is 73. Electronic configuration is xenon 4f14 5d3 6s2. And the next element is tungsten with the symbol W. Atomic number 74. With the symbol xenon 4f14 5d4 6s2. And the next element is rhenium with the symbol Re, whose atomic number is 75. Electronic configuration is xenon 4f14 5d5 6s2. And the next one is osmium with the symbol Os. Atomic number 76. Electronic configuration xenon 4f14 5d6 6s2. And the next one is iridium with the symbol Ir, whose atomic number is 77. Electronic configuration is xenon 4f14 5d7 6s2. The next one is platinum with the symbol Pt. Atomic number 78, whose electronic configuration is xenon 4f14 5d10 6s0. And the next element is gold with the symbol Au. Atomic number 79. Electronic configuration is xenon 4f14 5d10 6s1. And the last element of 5d series is mercury, which exists as liquid at room temperature, whose symbol is Hg with atomic number 80. Electronic configuration is xenon 4f14 5d10 6s2. Thank you.